Alright, it's time to talk about everyone's favourite topic. We're talking about NoFap. Hey guys, my name is George, welcome back to my channel, and like I just mentioned, today we're talking about NoFap. But why am I bringing this topic up again? A lot of people who jumped onto the whole NoFap thing literally just started it as a challenge, which isn't a bad thing, but let me explain why there's some problems with this. So within the NoFap community, people talk about the 90-day challenge. Can you make it 90 days without masturbating, watching porn, any of that stuff? Here is the main problem with that. You start today. A week later, that's 7 days. A month later, you're talking 30 days. Okay, so you're counting the days. But the problem with counting the days, as much as it might sound like it's motivating because, every day that goes past, you're closer to that 90-day goal, it's actually a really bad thing. Let me give you a comparison. Have you ever been super hungry and you just put your food in the microwave? 30 seconds feels like an absolute eternity, and you sit there watching the timer go down and it just takes forever, man. Like you're counting the seconds. Now it's kind of the same principle with the days. It just feels like it's an eternity. It feels like it never ends. Compare that to when you're having a load of fun, right? When you are, yet again, I like bringing up this example because I can relate. When you're playing video games, time literally flies. When you're with your friends, time literally flies. When I'm at the gym, it's already been an hour, damn, you know what I mean? Like, when you keep yourself very busy and entertained, time goes by and it doesn't feel like a drag, like the microwave example. So when you count your days, it's gonna be a huge problem for you after a while because you just feel like it's never ending. It's like torture. I used to do this. For the first 90 days, I counted every day. And I know roughly where I'm at. I know I started in March last year, and I know we're in July this year. I couldn't tell you how many days that is. I have no idea. But it's really helped me to not think about the days, because the more I think about the days, the longer it feels like it's been, and the more I feel like, this never ends, because it's not meant to end. It's not meant to be a 90-day challenge. 90 days is just there to kind of teach you the benefits. And that goes on to another problem that people have. They start this challenge and they may even succeed it. But if they don't, within the 90 days, if you happen to peak in that 90 days, you're probably just gonna be like, F it, I'm just gonna do as much as I can right now. You technically should have gone back to zero, but realistically, how much damage has that really done to your brain? Those 30 seconds, you just saw something and you stopped. Versus you saw something and you acted on it, you just binged out, and a week later you decide, maybe I should start again. Now you've given up on that streak entirely. The point I'm trying to make is that, obviously I'm not trying to say go and peak, because a lot of you will be tempted to. That's not the point. The point is, don't fully set yourself back just because you've technically broken the NoFap rules. Make your own rules, okay? If you can look within and see, did that really affect me? Whatever I just did that really affect me? And if you're in touch with yourself enough, hopefully the answer is no, let's carry on with this streak. Screw the rules, you're there because of a certain goal, and it's not just to follow this challenge, it's because you're trying to bet it yourself and see the improvements, right? So far we've said succeeding at NoFap is about not counting days, and also about making your own rules as long as they're, within reason. And to go with that making your own rules, I feel like the main purpose of NoFap isn't really about the fapping itself. It's more about the addiction, especially to porn, and also to the effects it may have to you, which not everyone may experience. People argue both sides of the story. Some people say masturbating is great, other people say it's not. It doesn't matter. Look, I'll let you decide. It's not really my business. But if I show you this table here, right, it kind of changes the perspective, because when you're in a certain state of mind and you really want to peak, you don't actually realize for a second why you're doing it. And it's so hard to actually picture why you're doing it in that set moment. So maybe look at this little pie chart here, okay? You're trying to take over your life. I don't mean just with pornography, I don't mean just with fapping. I mean in all accounts, right? You're trying to be as in control as physically possible. This pie chart here is the time you're spending on addictions, including what NoFap is trying to avoid, right? Including pornography, including masturbating, including whatever it is that your problem is. But it also includes other things such as watching too much TV, playing too many games, going out too much, all this other stuff that you're addicted to doing. this is your current how you spread your time, when really you want it to be like this. Look how much more time you would have if you just didn't have that addiction involved. And looking at it from this perspective, it's a lot easier to want to achieve it, because if you're in a state of mind that you have to do it, then is that not an addiction? You should be under control, and if your goal is to not do it, then clearly you're failing. Obviously not the case if your goal is not to not do it, but you get the point, you get the point. So basically, stop looking at NoFap like a game, like a challenge. It's really not that deep. Do it for yourself, do it for the benefits. Stop counting the days, make your own rules, and if you're about to fail, that's because you don't have the control, because it's an addiction. Look at this graph I've shown you. I feel like this puts things into perspective. How do you want to spend your time? If you found this video even remotely interesting or helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. We're still trying to hit that 100K. First, let's try and hit 70K, but you know, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you disagree with me? It's fair enough if you do, but I want to hear it. Let me know. Also follow my Instagram at Jorge Fernando. And that's pretty much my tips on how to actually succeed at NoFap. It's really actually quite simple. It's about doing less rather than doing more. It gets easier with time, and if you have a small little hiccup, don't set yourself back to square zero, because it just ain't worth it, man. It just ain't worth it. But yeah guys, that's all I had to say today, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.